Hey, what's up everyone? I'm Colby from Sanitarian Productions. We're back with another board game unboxing. In this episode, we're continuing along with our coverage of the Masters of the Universe, the board game. And specifically today, we're looking at the Box of Power. In theory, this is all the stretch goals from the Kickstarter campaign. So this is all Kickstarter exclusive items. This I don't think is going to be at retail anywhere. So, yeah, this will be the box to look for if you didn't pick it up during the campaign thing, if you're looking afterwards. Anyways, this comes in a very cool looking box. I do love the artwork on this particular one. It is that throwback poster from way back in the day with all the action figures in there and the toys and very cool looking stuff. Battle Armor He-Man, Battle Armor Skeletor, all that good stuff. Let's see. Let's go ahead and flip this box over so we have the same artwork zoomed in a little bit here on the top, and we're just going to rotate this around. Slightly different. Well, same artwork, but a different panel on this side. And then we've got more on the bottom, same as the top. And then the heroic side on this side. Very, very cool looking. The back side gives us a look into what all is included here. And this thing has a lot of components into it. So, I'm not going to bother listing all of these because we'll look at them as we go through, but it does have a nice selection of the other figures. I guess these aren't figures, these are miniatures in the game for Clash for Eternia. So this set here, you do need that core box for Clash for Eternia, unless you just like the miniatures, so that's what we are. But in the contents, we do have 61 plastic models, 18 3D tokens, 323 cards, 54 tokens, 5 terrain overlays, 2 cube trays, and 1 scenario book. Cool, isn't it? Alright, we're going to go ahead and dive into this thing and not take too much longer on the introduction-y thing here. So we're just going to slice our plastic off right here and pull it out. If you haven't seen the actual Masters of the Universe, the board game, the Clash for Eternia, I did an unboxing of that previously, so you should be able to find that in our past video section. Go check that out. And let's go ahead and get this in here. So I'm going to try to stick my fingers under the side of the box here and just lift this out. Whoosh. Set this big box over here to the side. And let's see what we got in here. Scenario book. So it follows with the cover of the box here. We do have all the cool artwork there. The actual scenario book is a bit smaller than our core box one, which is, you know, normal, expected, however you want to call it. 8 pages. Let's flip through this thing real quick. We've got He-Man everywhere, Skeletor everywhere, Save the Holidays, Coup de Grace, Aid from the Lake, Mount Rivalry, and Battle Cat versus Panther. Very nice there. So we'll set that to the side here and jump in here. Next up, we've got some more tokens. Let's see. We got 2 sets of tokens here. I guess we'll turn them sideways here. Hopefully y'all can see this pretty well here. But we've got some of the bad guys in this set here. It looks like we got Ninjor, Scareglow, Clawful, Blast Attack, Spikor, Lady Slither, Whiplash, Fangor, what's that lady's name? I don't remember. Trapjaw, Hordak, Zodak, Too Bad, and looks like Laser Light Skeletor. We also have some more the 3D terrain token things, or I guess these aren't 3D, these are just the board tokens, but then we got some like gas effects. It looks like spider webs. And if we flip it over to the back, we've got the same characters all here, and then different rocky outcrops and those spidery things. So that's a pretty cool token set right there. Next up, we've got the other characters from, I guess, this core box or stretch goal box. I need to be careful what I say here. We got Tila over here in her snake armor. We got Faker, Mosquitor, Stinkor, Webstor. That one looks like Terror Claws, Skeletor. One of the meteorite dudes. Roboto, sorry. Sorceress, Mossman, Extendar, Snout Spout, another Man-at-Arms, He-Man, looks like King Grayskull, Hero, Buzz-Off, Fisto, Many Faces, Mechanic, the other meteorite dude there, and Clampchamp. Bushes over here and rocks here, and flipping it over to the back. Same characters, bushes here, looks like more like jungle forest instead of rocks here, so that's pretty awesome as well. Very, very nice. We've got another tray here. So, lots of cards here. These are all the cards for the characters. These larger ones tend to be the AI ones, but maybe these aren't. Yeah, these are the AI ones. So, we'll do a separate flip through of these closer up. So I'm going to set them over here to the side for right now. Another stack of cards here. We will also flip through these individually here in a few moments. We've got a stack of cards here. Same thing, we'll flip through all the cards separately. Cards, more cards, and more cards. For the tray here, the last time we looked at it, I wasn't sure if these are going to fit once you sleeve the cards, and I still don't have an answer to that. So, yeah, it looks like there's probably enough room left to right, but up and down, and maybe a little bit more room here, so this might actually work. Yeah, but there, more cards, and cards. Inside of this plastic tray, we also have two dice tray, or component trays, I guess I would say. The clear plastic, we've got the He-Man Power Sword on one side, and this lightning bolt looking thing on the other side. Pretty nice, kind of small, but we do have two of those. So, yeah, I guess these are probably cube trays, but pretty nice looking though. I'm just going to stick those back in here. We're going to pull this tray out. I guess we'll stick it over here to the side. And then we have all this goodness inside here. So let's pull this out as well. This is going to be all of our miniatures. Yeah, so there is the empty box there. Before I get rid of the box for the time being, let's take a look at the characters here. So we got Ninjor, Stinkor, Faker, Too Bad, Snout Spout, Fisto, Mossman, Clampchamp, Sorceress, Roboto, Hero, Many Faces, Whiplash, Scareglow, Clawful, Zodak. Yeah. Alright. Set that to the side over here. We'll open this up separately so we can take a look at all the miniatures in here, but like the core box, we do have a nice guide up here. So this is for the top tray. We've got objective tokens, some boulders, all of these characters here. So we got He-Man mini clones, Skeletor mini clones, Laserlight Skeletor, Terraclaw Skeletor, Fangor, Webstor, Hurricane Hordak. That's the Hordak I wasn't sure about. Lady Slither, Scareglow, Clawful, Mosquitor, Blast Attack, Scorpia. That's the lady I couldn't remember. Zodak, Stinkor, Bounty Hunter Trapjaw, Faker, Ninjor, Spikor, Too Bad, Whiplash. Flipping it around, we've got the second tray, which will be the bottom tray. We have Fisto. I guess we'll go across this way here. Hero, Buzz-Off, Snout Spout, King Grayskull, Mechanic, Clampchamp, Rokon, and Stonedar. Those are the two meteorite dudes. Roboto, Mossman, Fisto on Strider. That one looks cool. Sorceress, Zoar, depending on how you want to say it. I say Zor. Goddess Tila, which was her snake armor version. Battle Axe He-Man, Commander Man-at-Arms. That one may be the one I was looking for when we did the unboxing with his mace. Many Faces, Extendar. Got some deadly plants here. Panther by himself. Battlecat by himself. Cringer, which looks awesome. Swiftwind. Queen Marlena. King Randor. Prince Adam. And more deadly plants. So, yeah, that is pretty cool. Yeah, let's, I guess we're going to go ahead and zoom in, and actually, let's go ahead and take these out, and then we'll zoom in and take a closer look at them individually here, but let's go ahead and get it unboxed while I've got the camera lens zoomed way out. So, I don't really like these cardboard boxes, but it is what it is, so. Alright, then we dump our miniature trays out. Nothing left in the cardboard box. We'll stick that over here. Flip these around, and we do have the two trays here. So they both have these top cases on them, plastic trays, keep them in place. Very nice there. And then we've got most of the good guys are going to be in the same flesh color plastic, and then the gray for the bad guys, and then a different gray for the objective tokens and the boulders. Then we have more flesh colored hero dudes, and then I guess these are the NPCs, or I don't know, it's a different gray than we have for the bad guys. So yeah, it is what it is, but we'll look at these all individually in just a moment. We'll zoom in and take a look at all that. But yeah, lots and lots and lots of cool miniature goodness here. So I'm going to readjust the camera. We'll take a look at the cards first, and then take a look at the miniatures. So yeah, stick with us here. We'll be right back. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. I need a sound effect for that transition there. Card time! Let's take a look here and see what cards we got. So I'm going to shift these over to the side. But again, we do have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 stacks of cards to look at here. So shove these to the side, and we will focus on the larger cards first. A quick little slice right here should get us access. If I can get a hold of it. Alright, there we go. Alright, there is the plastic off. And we do have, like we did, if you've not seen the other video, what I did this last go around for the core box was we took a look at the cards all one side, and I flipped them over, and then I went back and went to the other side, because there are front and back to all of these. And so yeah, we're gonna try that again here and see how that works. So feel free to pause it at any time right here if you want to look at this more in depth. I'm not going to read through these, but you can just kind of look through it, pause it, get whatever information you would like out of it, and then we'll go through the back side of the card. So we'll do that one and then flip it like that. So you probably can't see that, but we will hit those in a moment. But that should give you time to pause to read any text you want on these guys. So Mossman, Clampchamp, Rokon, Mechanic, Many Faces, Fisto, Buzzoff, Hero, King Grayskull, Battle Axe He-Man, Commander Man-at-Arms, Goddess Tila, the Sorceress, Fisto on Stridor, Zor, Whiplash, Clawful, Scareglow, Blast Attack, Spikor, Stinkor, Mosquitor, Faker, Ninjor, Webstore, Too Bad, also known as Tuvar. And then we've got Too Bad, which is Badra. Memory serves me correctly. The blue one is the Tuvar, and then the purple one is Badra. But I could have that backwards. Let me know in the comment section. Zodak. So if you're not He-Man fans or Masters of the Universe fans, Zodak is a cosmic enforcer. So here he's listed as one of the bad guys, but he's also a good guy. So he's kind of supposed to be like neutral. So he came out in the toy line as part of the bad guy wave. So most people tend to associate him with the bad guy, but he is supposed to be neutral actually. So anyways, Laser Light Skeletor, Lady Slither, Terror Claws Skeletor, Hordak, Hurricane Hordak, Bounty Hunter Trapjaw, Scorpia, Fangor. Alright, and then we have a sideways version of the cards here. So let me flip this over. So yeah, these are that way. So just trying to think which way these things need to flip. Alright, so this is Extendar, sorry. I'm going to flip it this way. Snout Spout, Stondar, Roboto. Hopefully this is still in focus here. Mossman, Clamp Champ, Rokon, one of the Meteor guys, Mechanic, Manny Faces, Fisto, Buzz-Off, Hero, King Grayskull, Battle Axe He-Man, Commander Man-at-Arms, Goddess Tila, Sorceress, Whiplash, Clawful, Scareglow, Blast Attack, Spikor, Stinkor, Mosquitor, Faker, Ninjor, Webstore, Too Bad, Zodak, Laser Light Skeletor, Lady Slither, Terror Claws Skeletor, Hurricane Hordak, Bounty Hunter Trapjaw, Scorpia, Fangor. Alright, there's the first pass of the cards. Now we get to do the same thing for the other side. So we get to see both sides of cards this way. Yeah, we may go a little bit quicker with this set since I think this is mostly just, well, till we get down here, it's mostly just larger card art. So, yeah, let's go. Let's hit it. Alright, Fangor, Scorpia, Bounty Hunter Trapjaw, Hurricane Hordak, Terror Claws Skeletor, Lady Slither, Laser Light Skeletor. I guess I'm not really going any faster, or am I? Zodak. Too Bad. Webstore. I do like the artwork on this thing. Ninjor, Faker, Mosquitor, Stinkor, Spikor, Blast Attack, Scareglow, Clawful, Whiplash, Sorceress, Goddess Tila, Commander Man-at-Arms, Battle Axe He-Man, King Grayskull, Hero, Buzz-Off, Fisto, Manny Faces, Mechanic, Rokon, Clamp Champ, Mossman, Roboto, Stondar, Snout Spout, Extendar. Alright, then we got Fangor, Scorpia, Bounty Hunter Trapjaw, Hurricane Hordak, Terraclaw, Skeletor, Lady Slither, Laserlight Skeletor, Zodak, Too Bad, Webstore, Ninjor, Faker, Mosquitor, Stinkor, Spikor, Blast Attack, Scareglow, Clawful, Whiplash, Zor, Fisto on Strider, Sorceress, Goddess Tila, Commander Man-at-Arms, Battle Axe He-Man, King Grayskull, Hero, Buzz-Off, Fisto, Manny Faces, Mechanic, Rokon, Clampchamp, Mossman, Roboto, Stondar, Snoutspout, and Extendar. Very, very nice there. Alright, so that's all the larger cards right there. Stick those to the sides. Let's grab the middle tier cards. And I'm going to zoom in a little bit more here because these cards are obviously smaller. But hopefully, yeah, that's not too bad right there. Can we still see that? That's still in focus. It looks like it. Alright, we're going to try it here and see how it goes here. So let's cut these off. It's a smaller deck here, so it shouldn't, in theory, take us nearly as long. I'm sure you've probably noticed already, but you can always skip ahead if you don't want to sit through all these cards being shuffled and looked at. You can jump to the fun stuff, which is up next, the miniatures. Or what you might want to think about doing is just hitting the fast forward button and just watch it at 2x speed. These are giving me a little bit of trouble here. On YouTube, you can do 2x and just zoom through everything really, really fast. That way you watch the entire video. But alright, so this one we have terrain cards. I guess we're just going to flip through these real quick. We got mount cards, minion cards, and then we got Lessons of the Day, which has the artwork from the core box set. And then a Lessons of the Day. So, alright. Flipping it over this way, we have Lessons of the Day. And again, spoiler alert, I guess I should warn you about that. This looks a little bright, doesn't it? I need to tone this down a little bit. Let's go like right there. If you don't want spoilers, then don't read these cards right here. So, forgiving your teammates, winning, luck of the dice, being bold, anger, cunning. Alright, and then we got to, let's do it this way, rotate these cards like this, and then we've got Skeletor mini clone, He-Man mini clone, Panther, Swiftwind, Battle Cat, a Web, Stink Cloud, Moss. Alright, so those are all of the little cards, or the medium-sized cards. I'm just going to make them nice and stacked flush. Stick them to the side. Then we've got this stack of cards here. And for this stack, it looks like we have front and back. So we'll do front side first, and then we'll flip over to the back side. How's that? And hopefully we can keep this mostly in focus during this, so I'll apologize if something does get out of focus, but we'll try our best here. So these look like special attacks. Sometimes hard to grab these cards. So it looked like most of these were the villains. All right, so there is the front stack of the villains. And we will flip through and watch the second half here. Speaking of halves, we have two halves here. So There we go. That is that set of cards. So the bad guys skill cards, I guess we'll call it that. We'll move on here and grab this stack, which should be the heroes skill cards. So, what do y'all think about this particular way I'm doing the cards right here? Drop a comment and let me know if I need to speed up, slow down, if you don't really care about the cards at all. Yeah, whatever you want to say there, just let me know, and I'll try to make adjustments as we go forward. Not enough for this video, of course, but videos down the road we'll be able to kind of make adjustments on the fly. So, anyways, we're just going to flip through these real quick. Alright, there is the first flip through. Let's go through the side 2 flip through. I almost grabbed 2 cards at that time. Alright, there is all of our hero action cards or feature cards or ability cards, however you want to call it. We have left 2 stacks, good guy, bad guy, of these controller cards. So, we'll start, I guess, with the good guys. No reason other than they're the ones I grabbed first. So let's get them. Trash, trash, trash. So these are controller, player, controller, player, controller, all etc, 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 etc. So we'll not flip through all the back of these. We'll just go through the front. So we've got 3 of these for each character. So again, we've got a player for each character, 2 players for each character, and then 1 controller for each character. So that's kind of how that works. So this might be a little quicker to go through because we'll have 1 card and then we'll do the 3 and flip them. How's that? 1 card, 3, 1 card. I'm making a mess on the dealer stack. 1 card, 1, 2, 3. 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 I don't have to count on all, do I? I guess it helps. I'm just throwing cards everywhere. This is why I don't really like these tiny cards, because they're a pain for me. Because they're so slippery and shiny, and I lost my focus. There we go. Alright, so there are our hero cards, which I made a big mess of. I'll have to resort them, I'm sure, whenever I get around to it. Well, I'm sure they're not exactly in order. But anyway, there's that stack of cards. We got one last stack for the villains, and it should work the same way because they've been doing everything so far the same way for heroes and villains. So let's assume they're going to follow suit here. Let's see here. We got controller, player, controller, player. So yeah, that should work the same way. So we're going to try this the same way. We'll have 1, 2, 3 of the characters and then new card. So, alright, we'll start here. Whiplash. And Clawful. Scareglow. Blast Attack. Spikor. Stinkor. Mosquitor. Faker. Ninjor. Web store. Too bad. Tuvar. I was right, he's the blue one. Too bad Badra. The purple one. Did I miss one of these? There's only 2 of these. Oh, okay, so for Too Bad, the cards are a little different. So we have 2 cards, player cards for each head, and then the controller card is only 1 card, which is the 2 of them combined, and then 2 cards, player cards for the purple guy. So, yeah, be aware of that. That Too Bad works a little different than everybody else. So. It's kind of interesting, though. So, alright, Zodak. We're about to run out of time here. So, Laser Light Skeletor, Lady Slither, Terror Claw Skeletor, Hurricane Hordak, Bounty Hunter Trapjaw, Scorpia, Fangor. Sorry I rushed through those last ones. The camera usually cuts off at 30 minutes, and it took us 30 minutes to get through all these cards here. And now, the time we've all been waiting for. Miniature time. I'm going to do something a little different in this segment than I have in the past. Since the colors on these miniatures have been kind of wonky with the lighting I got up, what I'm going to do is try to do these individually. So I've got a little black background right here, and I've got the trays. I got 1 tray sitting over here, over there, and 1 tray sitting over there. So I'm going to grab the miniatures one at a time, and then we'll try to look at those like this. So that hopefully you can see a little bit more detail and still be able to pick things out and see what's going on here. So yeah, I'm going to grab miniatures and show them by themselves. So we're not going to do we previously got the large overview of the actual trays, so I'm not worried about those. So we're just going to do the individual miniatures. So let's try that and see. Drop a comment if this works better for these little miniatures or not. If you don't like it this way, we may try something else next time. Who knows? But yeah, let's go and see how this works. So, starting off, we do have the 3D objective 3D objective tokens. So these are we've got 6 of these. They are the power sword stuck in this cool stone thing here. Detail looks really nice on these. The sword turned out really nice looking here. Got some nice texture in the rocks here. We'll do a little spinny thing here, so you can see all the way around. Very, very cool looking. They are hollow inside here, little cone shape thing, but pretty nice for these little 3D objective markers. So 6 of these. And then we've got 6 of these boulders. So these are 3D boulders. Not a lot of detail in them, but they look like boulders and they look really nice. So again, they're hollow. We'll flip through them like this and you can kind of see what they look like. But 6 of these boulders. And then we'll get to the actual characters here. So we've got the miniature He-Man. We have 4 in this pose and 4 in an alternate pose. So these are the ones that we've had trouble with in the past. But so this is a slightly smaller version of He-Man. For comparison's purposes, we've got these this D&D character. So they are not full-sized He-Man here. So just be aware, they're supposed to be this small. But yeah, looking at it, the detail on these things are actually really good for supposed to be miniature He-Man. So it's essentially He-Man scaled down a little bit more than our regular size. We also have the standard textured base here. These things look really nice. So 4 of these with the beefcake pose, and then we got 4 like this one in just the standard pose. I'll just do a quick spin on this one as well. Pretty nice though. I do like these. Alright, so next up we've got miniature Skeletor. So this one, we've got 4 in this pose with the Havoc staff, and then we got 4 other ones without the Havoc staff. So again, this is a miniature Skeletor. Looks really nice though. This gray turned out pretty well. That texture base there. So 4 of those, and then 4 of these guys right here. Alright, very cool. Alright. Moving on, we've got, I guess, the bad guys, since we're in the top tray here. So I'm just going to grab them and go across here. So we've got the, this is, which Skeletor is this? I don't know. This doesn't look like Laser Light Skeletor. Anyways, it's Skeletor. This one looks really nice. The cool Havoc staff there. I guess this is probably Laser Light Skeletor. You can kind of see the detail in there. Very nice looking though. Got the cool cape, and there's his laser backpack, I guess. So that would make sense. Yeah, that's awesome. Doesn't want to pick up too much on Skeletor. He wants to grab the Havoc staff here. But the detail on this thing is really nice. If I can get the focus to try to focus. There we go. Cool. So there is Laser Light Skeletor. Next up, we've got Terror Claws Skeletor. Hopefully this one will cooperate with us a little bit more. Really nice looking details on those Terror Claws. Yeah, that's cool. I like that one. Next up, we've got Fangor. This one's an awesome one. These small miniatures are not playing nicely with the focus here. But you can see all the cool details. He's got that nice, cool curved swordy thing here. Those really awesome fangs on him. And his little dragon guy thing there. So let's see how close we can get. About right there. Alright, so there's that one. Next we've got Web Store. Again, nice detail. He's got his grappling hook there from the action figure version. That's really awesome. Yeah, that's cool. Alright, next we have Hurricane Hordak. And I should say, I guess these things have numbers on the bottom of them, but I've not been paying any attention to them. So anyways, this is Hurricane Hordak. Very cool looking. He's got that cool spinning hurricane attachment on his arm. So the face on this one is pretty awesome. Hordak's always been a cool design. Next up we have Lady Slither.
I don't know that.
That's Alexa telling me that she don't know that. It's okay, Alexa. Lady Slither. I like the scales on that one. That came out really well. Next up, we've got Scareglow. This one is a pretty awesome sculpt, if you ask me. I don't know how... I'm curious about the painting applications on this one. So the original figure was a glow-in-the-dark figure. But trying to get that effect at this smallest scale, I don't really know how we're going to do that. But the sculpt looks really amazing here. they did a really great job on this guy. He's got his halberd there. It's also supposed to be glow in the dark, so that's awesome. I like that one a lot more than I was expected, to be honest with you. Next up, we've got Stinkor. We'll do a spinny on him here. He's got his cool gas tanks. And if this will focus, see, the original figure was essentially a reuse of the merman sculpt. So his head looks like merman's head, basically, because it's the same one they used for the figure, which was cool. Just a repainted version of him. We got Zodak next. He's got his cool blaster here. Very nice looking here. I like the detail in his cool cosmic helmet thing. Yeah, nice. Scorpia is next. This is the one I can never remember her name, but it is Scorpia. We can do a cool spin on her. Got that cool scorpion tail. You can see the little bumps in that scorpion thing. I don't know if we'll... There we go. Rah. That's cool. Alright, next up we've got, I guess this is Blast Attack. Yeah, Blast Attack. I don't know if we're going to get a good... Yeah, that kind of works. I was just curious about whether or not we're going to get a good face on all of these things. So next is Mosquitor. This is actually a really cool looking sculpt here. He's got his little blood draining thing there. He got a cool gun. It's a really nice looking sculpt here. A little bit chunkier than some of the other figures. So to me, when they are able to like size these things up, they look a bit better. They can get a little bit more detail in it. He's got that cool blood pumping action in the original figure, so that's cool. Mosquitor. Next we have Clawful. He looks really awesome. They did, I think I've said this already, but they've done a really good job on all of these stretch goals for the models looking like the characters from the action figures. I'm really impressed with all of these so far. Alright, so there is Clawful. Next up we have the Trapjaw variant. So this is Bounty Hunter Trapjaw, I guess. So he's got his hook on his arm and this one with the blaster on his side. The other version that we had from the core box was the rifle on his arm and the hook hanging on his belt. So other than that, it looks like it's the same sculpt, but that's actually pretty cool though. Let's see how close we're going to get to his face. There we go. That's awesome. Alright, next up we have Faker. So this one is essentially just He-Man with Skeletor's armor. Sculpt-wise, it's not character-wise, but yeah, still looks really nice here. The face looks a lot better than I was expecting it to. I think we couldn't see really well on the He-Man sculpt from the last time we did the core box. Ninjor is next. Very nice looking here. Lots of weapons attached to him and everything. He's got those cool nunchucks. Yeah, that's awesome. I like that one a lot. Next up we have, this is Spike-Or. I'm not quite as impressed with this one. I don't really like the pose, but they did a good job of capturing the big club spike he's got, all his little spikes across his body, and that cool trident arm that he has. So, and if we can actually see the sculpt on the head on this one, he looks pretty awesome. But yeah, not the biggest fan of this kind of kneeling pose, but I guess the variety is good. Next up, we've got Too Bad. Another slightly bigger character here. Very nice looking. And how close can we get in here on his face? Yeah, that's cool. We lost focus again, but that's alright. The last one in this box, or this tray, is Whiplash. I've always really liked the character of Whiplash. The toy was also one that I really liked. I do remember my cousin had him, and when we were over at his house, I would always like playing with that particular character. So I got one eventually later on down the road, but I was a little jealous of my cousin because he had Whiplash and I didn't, and for a while. But yeah, that's cool. I like that. He's got that big swinging tail and everything. So, all right. So that is all of this tray. So we'll move on to our second tray, which is up here. And I guess I'm going to grab actually I'm going to switch trays here. So bear with me for a second while I stick these trays back over here somewhere. And make a mess. And we grab this tray and put it over here so I can get to it easier. Okay, we're going to go ahead and start at the top and work our way back. So first up is Fisto. Again, the good guys are in this kind of flesh color. So I don't know if they're going to come across nearly as good as the other characters, the bad guys that we just looked at, but we'll try it here and see. It didn't do really well yesterday, or not yesterday, the last time I did this with the core box. So I'm hoping this black background helps with these a little bit more, but the detail work on these are pretty awesome. I don't know if we're going to be able to get in here on his face or not, but yeah, that kind of works. There's his fist anyways. We can see his fist. It's Fister. Fisto. Alright, next we've got, looks like Hero. If I can get the focus to come back. Alright, here is Hero. A little bit of trivia for people who don't know. Hero was slated, he was a character slated for release in like the very last wave of the original Masters Universe line, when they were planning to switch over to a branding called the Powers of Grayskull, and the figure was never actually released. So yeah, we didn't actually get the figure until much later when we did the Masters of the Universe Classics line had a version of Hero, and we also got one from the that's cool. Funko, the Super 7 did after they switched things. So anyways, next up we got Buzz Off. This is another character I really liked when I was growing up. The sculpt looks really awesome, and I don't think that this is going to pick up nearly as well as I'd hoped. So I think y'all are going to miss out on some of the details. It looks pretty amazing in person. The original figure had those cool translucent wings in a yellow. So I don't know how you're going to get that paint to do that, but there it is anyway. So there's a Buzz Off. Next we got Snout Spout. This is not one I had when I was young, so it's cool to see him in miniature form, though. Fireman elephant that spits water. Alright, next up we have, looks like King Grayskull. Yeah. Very, very cool looking barbarian. He's got that cool axe. The cool flowy cape. I like this one a lot. Again, I don't know that we're going to get to see his face too much. You can kind of make it out a little bit. But yeah, that's a pretty cool one though. Alright, next up we have Mechanic. He had that cool feature where you twisted his waist and his head shot up on his periscope kind of thing. Very cool looking though. I like this one a lot as well. Very reminiscent of those original toys. Next we have one of these bigger ones. We've got Fisto on Strider. This one says number 80 on the base. But yeah, so this is pretty awesome. I like the sculpt they did here with Strider. I kind of wish we'd got one, and maybe he's in a stretch goal or one of the expansion sets, but just Strider by himself. But it's nice to have Fisto here with him, and the sculpting on this one looks amazing. Again, it's a slightly bigger one, so he's got a little bit more room to play with the detail, but yeah, that looks really awesome there. Very, very nice looking there. How does this one go back in here? Alright, moving on, we got Mossman next. Not a lot of detail in this guy. Originally, he was essentially a repaint with flocking from the Beastman mold, but doesn't look like Beastman in this one. Next, we got Roboto. This is cool. So in the figure, he had a clear translucent chest, and then you can see the gears inside, so you moved his waist and his gears rotated. Not something we're going to be able to do with paint, so, but still it turned out a really nice looking sculpt here. You can see the detail on his chest piece there. Very nice. Next up, we have one of the meteorites, Rokon or Stondar. I don't remember which is which. So, yeah. This one is one of them, and then we'll get the next one next. But got some nice detail in here with that rock. So these are essentially meteorites that crashed, and then they have like bodies inside of them. So, yeah, cool looking. And then the other one, so I don't know if this was, again, Stondar or Rokon or whoever. He's got this cool chest piece thing that's coming out. So instead of his gun in his hand, he's got it in his chest. So very nice looking though. Alright, moving on, we've got Clamp Champ. Very nice looking. He's got that cool grippy thing there. Nice. They did a pretty good job on his head sculpt too. Though I don't think we can see that too well. But trying my best here. Very cool looking though. I like that that big grabby thing. Alright, next up we have Sorceress. Very nice here. We're got nice detail in the wings there. The nice. So the staff is the original toy staff is prone to kind of bending. So it's kind of nice to see this one kind of bent a little bit. I don't know if that's on purpose or not, but yeah. Next we have the Zor, the falcon that the sorceress turns into, depending on which cannon you're looking at. Very cool looking though. Got the cool little harness thing with the bombs on it and everything from the toy. That's really awesome. I like that one a lot. Next we have Goddess Tila, or the Warrior Tila, depending on which one you want, with her snake armor. Very nice there. the face looks a lot better on this one than I think it looked in the single one that we had from the core box. Next up we have, what are they calling this guy? I don't know, but he's Battle Axe He-Man. But it's not, strangely enough, the Battle Armor He-Man, but Battle Axe He-Man. I like this one pretty well, though. I don't know, were you the axe fan, or were you a fan of the sword? I kind of like the axe a lot, and of course the sword's the sword, so it's kind of a package deal. Next up, we've got Commander Man-at-Arms. So this is definitely what I was hoping for from the core set. Weird that they put this one in the stretch goal instead. So in the core box, if you haven't seen that one, instead of this mace, he's got a rifle, laser rifle kind of thing. This is more the classic Man-at-Arms that I'm used to. And let's see, we were looking at the core box to see if it was mustachioed or not. I think this one is also mustachioed. Next up, we got Manny Faces. If we can get this thing to focus. This is a really nice looking sculpt here. It looks like he is indeed in his human face form. So the gimmick on the original toy was he's got a little rotator thing on the top of his head. You twist it and his faces change, so he rotates from a human face to a robot face to a monster face. But yeah, this one is a really awesome looking design. I like that one. And our last good guy here is Extendar. I don't know much about this guy other than he's like a knight, and he kind of has the same action feature as Mechanic except for his entire body. So his like legs extend out and his torso extends out. Yeah, cool details in that. Next we have Battle Cat. So a different color here. So this is Battle Cat by himself. And I do really do like this sculpt here. It looks amazing. So in the core set, we've got He-Man on Battle Cat, but in this particular stretch goal, we got Battle Cat by himself. But the details on this guy are really crisp and amazing. So that is awesome. I like that one. And not to be outdone, we also have Panther by himself. Again, a really nice looking version of Panther here. I really dig this one. Nice. Alright, awesome. Next we do have these plants. So we've got 3 of this sculpt. It looks like they've got mouths and have tongues sticking out. They're cool looking though. I like these a lot, but yeah, 3 of the same of this sculpt. And they do have that slight hollow kind of feel to them there. So 3 of those. And let me get them back in the box. And then we have 3 of these guys, which are also these plant things. More like a Venus flytrap kind of thing. Pretty cool looking though. 3 of these. Then we have Cringer up next. We can get this focus to come back in here. So a little bitty kitty cat for Cringer. That is really awesome. Nice sculpt. They did a really good job of keeping that feel from the cartoon for this guy. He was always kind of shaking and things like that. So that is really awesome. Very cool looking there. Next up we have Swiftwind from She-Ra. And I think in one of the expansions we get She-Ra with Swiftwind, but this is the horse by the Pegasus, I guess. by itself, like Battle Cat and Panther here. Very nice looking sculpt though. I like the detail in the wings. And we got that unicorn head. Really, really nice here. Almost to the end of it. Next we have Queen Marlena. Kind of a bland pose, but the cartoon character didn't have a whole lot going on, so what do you expect? Very nice though, really nice basic sculpt. Good job on the head and everything there. Next we've got King Randor. Very cool looking. It looks a lot like the action figure here, so of course I've said that for most of these, but very nice looking. The Burger King himself. And the last miniature, Prince Adam. Pretty nice. He's a little bit smaller than He-Man, so kind of what we'd expect, but looks really good though. Nice kind of basic sculpt. Yeah, and so that's all of our miniatures. So yeah, cool. Well, that's pretty much all the time we've got for today. Thanks for watching as always. What did you think about this Masters of the Universe, the board game Box of Power Kickstarter exclusive stretch goal box? I'm really digging it. I like the expansion, or not the expansion, but the characters that it added into it. A couple of the extra miniatures that we got to kind of complement some of the base game. Do you have a favorite character out of this particular box? I don't know that I can narrow it down. I like them too much here. From the bad guy pool, I think my favorite miniature anyways was probably Scareglow. And from the good guy set, I don't know. I liked Fisto on Strider, so I'm going to probably say that one's the best. But anyways, what did you think? Drop some comments down below. Let me know which of these is your favorite characters. What did you think of the overall Box of Power? Did you actually back this game? If so, have you got around to playing it yet? Drop those comments down below as well. If you didn't back the thing, is this a thing that you might be looking for at retail when it does come out to retail? I don't know. Whatever you got on your mind, drop it down in the comments section below. I will see what we can see about it. If you got suggestions for things to look at in the future, let me know. I'll see what I can do to get them out in front of y'all. If you haven't already, feel free to subscribe to the channel. Be on the lookout for more awesome videos coming down the pipeline, including all the other expansions for Masters of the Universe, the board game. We've got the Grayskull Plastic Castle and all the expansions and everything that they made. So we're going to get to all of them hopefully pretty soon here. So they should be coming out one right after the other. Yeah, soon. So be on the lookout for that. Like, share, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Till next time, game on, and I have the power.